What's going on YouTube? Luck here. I'm just gonna go ahead and start this little film clip up. Basically, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this real quick. I'm not good at commentaries at all, but I kind of want to go over the basis of this film. I don't know how to do this. The
Deathmatch.
I don't know if you can hide that. You can hide that. See what I'm saying? There we go. All right. So, like I said, I'm not good with commentaries and everything, but I really kind of wanted to, stress about Call of Duty Black Ops in general. If you watched the talk show that me, a Wild Ketchum, and Misunderstood AJ did not too long ago, actually last week, you would have, or 2 weeks ago, you would have probably heard a little bit about Call of Duty Black Ops, because that was the actual main topic of the talk show and everything, but we didn't really go into bases on Call of Duty as a multiplayer in perspective. So I basically want to go ahead and do this commentary real quick. It's like a 9-minute commentary. There's not going to be too much going on. Basically explaining what I think about the overall multiplayer gameplay experience. Granted, I'm not good at Call of Duty Black Ops. I've never been good at Call of Duty, but I just want to talk about Call of Duty in general, like Black Ops multiplayer compared to the other Call of Duties I played, like Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1. I mean, I didn't really get a chance to play Black Ops 1 that much, but granted, yeah. So we'll go ahead and start off by saying the way that they made this game, the graphics are really good. I can't deny that at all. The graphics are really good, and the gameplay is really smooth. Obviously, I like how you can customize your guns and everything. I like how you can customize your scores, your kill streaks, basically, but they call it score streaks now, I guess. It kind of like puts more into the game, so to speak, at least. And I noticed while playing this game that I really am terrible at this game. I still have a lot to learn about this game, which is why I want to try to start doing commentaries to get your guys' opinion on what I should do differently, what I should try doing, and everything like that. So basically, I want to go ahead and just say that Call of Duty is it's a fun game overall, but in all reality, what am I trying to say? In all reality, Call of Duty, they kind of repeat themselves, more or less. Like with Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Modern Warfare. You can see the trend that they were doing, and it kind of gets old after a while, but they are putting new storylines and everything into the actual campaign and everything. But the multiplayer seems like it's been the same since Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the first one. And it's kind of like good. The only difference is now are there's a little bit more you can do with your weapons. Actually, I want to take that back because I know everybody's going to be like, whoa, you're obviously an idiot. Which I pretty much am in Call of Duty's perspective, but that's besides the point. I want to go ahead and say that there's a lot you can do to your weapons now compared to what you could back in Modern Warfare, which Call of Duty 4 was probably my favorite Call of Duty they made. It was so much fun. I played that hours upon hours, landing it on the PC and the Xbox. So I'm used to that Call of Duty. But the new Call of Duties that they added in with score streaks, kill streaks, tactical knives, combat axes, throwing knives, like this, a crossbow that explodes, and a freaking hunter drone. I would have never expected this out of Call of Duty, honestly. And I really like what they've added into the game, giving this game a better feel and pretty much making it more fun for the individuals who are playing it. Because it's kind of like, if they had kept Modern Warfare the way that Call of Duty 4 was, or if they had kept Call of Duty in general the way that Call of Duty 4 was, it would have been too repetitive, like I was saying earlier. Granted, the names are repetitive: Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops 2. The names are really repetitive. I mean, they could have came up with something like how they did for Call of Duty 2. Call of Duty 2, then Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1. They just changed the names up a little. And this is one of the reasons why I know that I'm terrible at this game, because I literally, like, I don't know. I guess I try too hard on this game, but then again, you got to give me some credit because I am actually playing this game, trying to get better at it. If you were on the talk show, you would have heard us talking a lot about zombies. Zombies in this game is probably my favorite game type in this game, and it's something that I can play for hours upon hours without even worrying about anything else. But the multiplayer, I've just started getting into the multiplayer, so I'm still learning everything, and I'm trying to figure out some of the stuff that I'm able to do with multiplayer alone. Which, granted, the way that they set up multiplayer is it's a lot of fun. I would have never expected this, and granted, you guys are probably thinking, well, this guy was probably one of those guys. Well, I am a Halo guy, but you guys are probably thinking now, this guy was one of those guys that basically played Halo so much that he didn't care anything for Call of Duty. Well, let's take this to the Halo side of things now. You have Halo 4 with 343 Industries basically creating Halo such as a Call of Duty. You have loadouts now, you have instant spawn, you have all this other stuff that's playing into perspective into this kind of field, which is one thing that I don't like about how they're doing that. Granted, you have Call of Duty, for example, making a game like this, it makes it more fun, and that's one thing that I kind of like about Call of Duty. They have their maps are completely, like, not really huge to say, but their maps are good sized. They can hold the number of people that's on them, and the gameplay itself, granted, it's not the best gameplay. It's fun. Would have to agree with how everybody who plays Call of Duty, why they would want to stick with this. Granted, I've heard a lot of people, friends of mine, who went from Black Ops 1 to Modern Warfare 3 to playing a little bit of Black Ops 2 and telling us, hey, this really sucks. And I've noticed a lot of people trying to say that this game isn't how they thought it would be. So they thought it would be completely different. But then again, you got to think if they're trying to make a new game, trying to put more into it, putting the hunter-killer drones, the little RC cars. It's a futuristic game, so there's going to be futuristic things that they think that could be available in the future. Granted, there are now little RC cars that we can throw around and make it blow up. This isn't a futuristic game, so to speak, but it is. And that's what Treyarch's trying to do. That's Treyarch, right?
We're losing this fight.
Yeah, that's what Treyarch. Sorry about that. I'm so out of proportion, so out of knowledge right now. I don't know what I'm talking about exactly. Anyway, basically, what I'm trying to say is that Treyarch is trying to make a game that's fun for us while, setting with the same standards that Call of Duty's always had. And it's fun. And I would have to say it is fun. I like this game. It's something different, and it kind of makes me wonder, what are they gonna do next? It's not one of those games that you know exactly what's gonna happen. It's exactly how it is with most games that you play, right? But then again, straying off the subject, the multiplayer in this game, in my opinion, is a lot of fun, and I would have to say that I never really expected it to be like this. Granted, I have a lot of work I have to do personally before I can even think about getting better at this game.
We're winning this round.
And this is, for example, I literally drive this thing around the corner, try to pull a most wanted move right here, almost throw it off there, which just cracks me up. I love what all they've added to this game. I didn't know that down there was nothing because I hadn't played this map before. I just drove off the cliff. No big deal, right? But yeah, this game's a lot of fun. Granted, as I was saying, Call of Duty not my game of choice, but I may continue playing this game. It's something that actually gives me a little bit more, pride to playing. I feel like I've been rambling on for the past 9 minutes, and I feel like I've repeated myself quite a few times. I apologize if you guys are listening to this thinking I'm a complete babbling idiot. Just know that I'm not a Call of Duty guy. I'm not good at doing commentaries. I'm trying to start doing commentaries, getting my media out there, and I just want you guys to know that I appreciate you guys watching. For real though, remember this is luck. Go follow my Twitter, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube. Thanks, guys.